Hello everyone, this is Dr. Sujata. Today we will start with our second lecture, that is the cell cycle. Before starting the lecture, do not forget to appreciate the researcher behind the innovation, that is Howard and Pat's contribution towards the cell cycle. In the year 1950s, they were the first to propose the existence of four periods in the cell cycle: a period of cell division, the pre-S phase, the S phase, another, that is the DNA synthesis, and the period G2, that is the pre-mitotic period. The second contribution was given by Fleming. In 1882, Walther Fleming, after developing methods to stain cells that revealed subcellular structure, was the first to draw different stages of the cell cycle leading to the cell division. Now, what is a cell cycle? A cell cycle is a series of phases that a cell goes through as it grows and divides. It consists of several key stages and broadly segregated into the two main phases, that is the interphase, where the cell prepares for division, and the other one is the mitotic phase, where the cells divides. Now, first of all, we'll start with the first phase, that is the interphase. They include G1 phase, and here the G stands for the growth phase. In this, the cell grows in size and synthesizes proteins and organelles. It performs its normal functions and prepares to duplicate its genetic material. And what is a genetic material? That is a DNA. The second one is the S phase or the synthesis phase. The cell replicates its DNA, resulting in two identical sets of chromosomes. Additional preparation of cell division occurs, including duplication of the centrosome. Other phase under the interphase is the G2 phase. The cell continues to grow and produce proteins, which is necessary for mitosis. Organelles are duplicated and the cell checks for DNA errors, if any, and then they have to repair them. Now, the second phase was the mitotic phase, followed by the interphase. Now, this mitotic phase or the M phase includes mitosis, that is the process of nuclear division. They are divided into other phases, that is the prophase. This prophase contains chromatin condenses, which is a visible chromosome, and here the nuclear envelopes begins to break down. The second one is the metaphase, that is the chromosomes align at the cell's equatorial plane. Another one is the anaphase, that is the sister chromatids which are pulled apart and move towards the opposite poles of the cell. Telophase, chromatins arrives at the pole, the nuclear envelopes reforms and the chromosomes decondense. We have already read about the telophase in case of the history of genetics. Now, the amazing facts, fascinating facts about the cell cycle. First of all, duration. The length of the cell cycle varies significantly between the different types of cells which are present in the body. For instance, skin cells may divide every few hours. However, on the other hand, nerve cells may not divide even at all after maturity. Checkpoints. The cell cycle contains several checkpoints, and these checkpoints are none other than the G1, G2 and the M checkpoints that monitor and regulate the progression through different stages to ensure the accurate division. Now, are these cell cycle having any connection with the cancer? Yes, definitely. The dysregulation of the cell cycle can lead to the uncontrolled cell division, which is a hallmark for cancer. Now, apoptosis. Now, the simplest definition for the apoptosis that is the cell death. If DNA damage is detected, cells may undergo programmed cell death, that is the apoptosis, instead of progressing through the cycle to prevent the division of damaged cells. Now, the senescence, that is senescence. The cells can enter a state where they no longer divide but remain metabolically active. This is often a response to a DNA damage or a stress. Now, the stem cells. These stem cells have a unique cell cycle compared to differentiated cells, allowing them to remain in a state that promotes differentiation into various cell types. Now, the cell cycle in prokaryotes. We all know we are eukaryotes and prokaryotes are like bacteria. They do not have the cell cycle, but they replicate their DNA and divided by a process you all have heard about, the binary fission. Now, is there any importance of this cell cycle? Yes, definitely. The proper regulation of the cell cycle is crucial during the embryonic development, tissue growth, repair, influencing the overall health and development of an individual, and also these cell cycle phases are directly connected with the cancerous growth, right? So therefore these cell cycles are very important, and their proper regulation is one of the important part of a body. So this was all about understanding the cell cycle again, which is essential for biology, medicinal point of view, and having an implications for growth, healing and diseases. Thank you for watching this video. I will share the content in the PDF format with this video. Thank you once again.